All right, so beards. What should this category be? UI stuff and cosmetic. Okay, beards. Idle, battle, stance, / action. Pose animation changes. Animation option. Is that like worded well, you think? Decent. Yeah, okay. Butt slider, more customizable character creation, and less limiting. A thigh slider? Bruh. He already said they can't do a butt slider because spaghetti code. Yeah, but I mean, we could just tell him again. Yeah, you just keep asking. I mean, there's already a boob slider, right? But is it not good enough? Okay, so here's the problem, man. Here's the problem. You can't make it too crazy because then you'll have like Ion looking like characters, man. And that's a bit too much. You'll have a person with like boobs bigger than like, I don't know, like 2 heads put together. And then you'll have like a waist that is like this big. And then you'll have an ass that is double the size of the boobs. Yeah, that would be horrible. Wait, very niche, but as a colorblind person, I'd love if the game would tell you what color it is whenever you hover over. Oh, I never even thought of that. Better accessibility options for colorblind. Oh, I'm coping. This is my copium list. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Watch, this is cool. Look at that, dude. That's sick. That's sick. Okay, so look at this. Yeah, see, that's cool. Yeah, see, this is the shit I'm talking about. Okay, so animations for switching job stones. Zoom out more. I'm not talking about like going to the space station, okay? But like, no, realistically, don't you guys think that we should be able to zoom out just a little bit more? Like a little bit more? In other MMOs, you can zoom out a bit more. I'll word it like this. Zoom out more to help people without widescreen. There we go. I think you should be able to zoom out a little bit more. Friends list. You know what I want? Transfer ownership of house to alt. Account warehouse and more account. There we go. Unrestricted glamour dresser. Actually, yeah, that too. Glam catalog like Guild Wars or WoW. Yeah, hold on. Wait, auto update portrait on gear change. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that's good. Nah, you know what, man? I've said that for a long time. Is the beta portrait was actually the best that it's ever been. I put that here, account warehouse and account and more account bind stuff. Maybe I should put and tie more here. Hold on. There we go. Is that better? Tie more stuff to account. Unlock gender outfits. Repair everything. We already got the repair button. No, we don't. I think the repair button they're talking about is this. So like, let's say you need to repair gear, right? You talk to the mender. So it says repair all, but the thing is it doesn't actually repair all. Okay. You have to like go in this and you have to like do, see what I mean? Like, see how fucking obnoxious this is, man? I have to like do this. This is really annoying. This is a lot of clicks for no reason. Like, how hard would it be to just put at the bottom here, repair literally everything button? Crafters have that button. Yeah, but why don't I have that button? Because you didn't level them up. Yeah, but I shouldn't have to level them up. Okay. Unlock class and role restrictions on gear. Do you mean for glamour? I mean, I think it would be cool actually to like be a tank, but have like the glamour of a caster or some shit. Because there's been some casting pieces or like ninja pieces or something that I've wanted to use on tank. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Account-wide flying and account-wide MSQ progression. You know what? Like, I think that is an insanely awesome idea, but there is no fucking way that they would ever do that. I don't think there's ever a way that they would do that because Final Fantasy devs fucking love to force you through this story, man. They love every single person going through the story on every single fucking character. At least account-wide flying, why not? Because it like goes with the story. Okay, here is one thing that I do not like Square Enix for. Forcing the story on people that don't give a shit. Like, I get it. The story's good. I'm not arguing against that. But this is not a game that the sole purpose of its existence is for the story. I hate to tell you this, but this is an MMO. And this sole purpose of this game is not the fucking story, okay? That's not how MMOs work. For some weird reason, people forget that this is an MMO. Count-wide line and MSQ progress. Like, if I do the story on one of my characters, I should not have to do the story on another fucking character. I just shouldn't. I should have the option to, if I want to, but I should not be forced. I agree. I think that MSQ should be account bound. Agreed, but they would need to add better ways to level. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't care. I would gladly just spam a dungeon, then run around and do the main story again. I would gladly. Isn't that what the story skip's for? So the story skip only works for up to 10 levels. So like, The situation we're talking about is like, okay, so let's say Dawntrail comes out. And like me, I have 3 characters. So that means I'm going to have to go through that fucking story 3 different times. I shouldn't have to. I should be able to do the story once. And then on my other 2 characters, because my story has been completed through 1 character, I should be able to just fucking spam and grind dungeons if I choose to. Or I could just redo the story and get experience that way. There's no downside to allowing a player to skip the story the second time. There's no downside. I don't think that they're ever going to do that. I mean, I'll put it, but I don't think they're ever going to do it. Can you imagine that outrage if they announced that, like, going forward, every minion and mount is going to be account-wide? They would be pissed. People would be mad. People would complain that they've bought mounts and minions. I guess hold on, let me put emotes in there too. You guys already know that they would get mad. Now, like me, I don't give a shit about those people. Like, if you bought emotes, minions, and mounts on multiple characters, and then they announce that from here on out, all the stuff is going to be account wide, you should be happy. You should not be mad. Actually, those people that did buy the same emote multiple times for different accounts should actually be happier than people like me that only bought like 1. But because there's a bunch of, entitled, privileged little bitches that play this game, and they would be like, I can't believe this. I spent all this money on all these emotes, and now you're making them account wide? Like, they'd be mad. Nah, you can't have that at the beginning. You can't have a guaranteed piece of each Savage turn. You can't have that because it's kind of like for boosting. Okay, so if you do that, you could, like, every single player could be BIS from the raid for the first week if you do it that way. So you can't actually have that. I don't think that the gear can get much better. Well, they're trying to make acquisition of gear better, yeah. Guys, I'm not saying it can't be better. It definitely can be better. It's just the way the game is designed. I just think that the gear is always going to be slightly like bland and boring. Show less materia as rewards. Well, then there would be no purpose for Criterion Savage then. Yeah. That's actually a really good idea. More in-depth character sheet, crit percentage, crit damage, etc. Meld loadouts. They need to merge skill speed and spell speed too. Better stats besides crit plus other crit. That's the thing, man. Some of you guys are suggesting some really good ideas, but some of them, I just really think that it's just never going to happen because they would have to change the, I guess, basically the core aspects of the game. So I guess to give an example, right, like the change of like stats. The stats and gear in this game have always and probably will always be absolutely boring. I don't think they're going to remove direct hit. I mean, I would want them to. I think direct hit is pointless. How would I make stats better? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you could do. Like you could have like set bonuses. But the thing is that might not work in this game though, because there's not really builds in this game. You know what I mean? Like every warrior is the same warrior. Every job is pretty much the same job, like no matter what gear. Oh, nah, you know what? No. You know what? Option to turn off limit break. Option to turn down boss effects. Yeah, hide pets and summon in battle. Did you guys know that you used to actually have an option to turn off the limit break? Why turn off LB? Have you ever fucking seen it, bro? Have you ever been blinded? I don't want to see other characters limit break. I don't care. Yeah, the effect. Like, no, you keep everything the same except for you're able to turn off the animation. You used to be able to, but then they decided, nah, you know what? We want to force everyone to look at all this stupid fucking limit break. Why did they remove the option? I have no idea. Okay, so can anybody think of any other like UI stuff? Beards, idle stance, action, poses, moving animation, butt slider, more customizable character creation and less limiting, better accessibility options for colorblind, animations for jobstone transitions, zoom out more to help people without widescreen, friends list. I'm just going to put like overhaul. Transfer ownership of house to alt, account warehouse, and tie more stuff to account-wide flying and MSQ progress, account-wide emotes, minions, and mounts, unrestricted glamour, dresser, be able to place in-house, glam catalog, unlock gender outfits, unlock gear class restrictions on glamour, untie portrait with gear set, make portraits not break as easy, update portrait on gear change, frame control on portraits, repair everything button. Should I put for non-crafters maybe? Maybe that. More in-depth character sheet. Hide pets and summons in battle. Options to turn down boss effects. Option to turn off limit break animations. Oh, in-game radio using your orchestrion rolls. So like you're carrying around a boombox. Or like your character can wear like earbuds. Oh, yo, that'd be cool actually. Hold on. Okay, so I'll just put any music. What about that? There's a cousin that does that already. Great. Good to hear. That means they might put it in the game. Show who is marked with a marker on party list like it is on the enemy list. I could just put like maybe that. Yeah. Change the colors of blacklist of people's names. I mean, well, soon. After 7.0, they're gonna. It's the exiled list. Separate crafting gear from battle gear. I wouldn't know anything about that because I'm not a crafter. Is that annoying for you guys? Is that annoying? Oh my God. I bet that is fucking obnoxious. I never thought about that. Do I want just another quality of life expansion? They need to add content to the game too. This expansion is slated to have the most content in it ever. It's literally going to have every single piece of content from every single previous expansion. Should we put anything on here about feasts? I mean, I did feast a little bit, but I don't really care about PvP in this game, man. I have no idea about the old top 100, man. Yeah, I have no idea. Make a treasure chest for those who clear fights with full inventory so they don't get screwed on Lost Totem. I mean, that's 100% the player's fault. But I will say this, though. I feel like something as important as an ultimate totem, it shouldn't actually be in your inventory in the first place. I feel like it should be like, like on the toe menu or something, or some type of like on the currency menu. But then again, at the same time, there's only 5 ultimates. You know, they also could do this for the books as well. Yeah, kind of like a raid currency tab, because they have that in other games. You know what I mean? They already said they're adding chat bubbles. Yeah, they already said they're adding them. Okay. Correction. They didn't say it, but Preach said to expect chat bubbles in the future. That's what he said. So he was very adamant about it. Yeah. Fish bait have their own inventory. Is that a thing for you fishers? You know what? I'm just going to take your word for it. Okay. Yeah. I don't fish, so I don't know. All dungeons should give a random gear piece like leveling. Sometimes you want like gear from dungeons for like an ultimate, or you want it for the glamour, right? So instead of like having to run the dungeon, I don't know, like 300 fucking times for a piece of gear that like you don't have to have in the first place, it would just be nice if you had it. It would be nice if like you were guaranteed to get the piece after like, 7 or 8 runs. I honestly think the glam needs a whole overhaul like this. We should not have to have the piece of gear in our inventory as well as the die. Like it should all just be stored. Like basically once we acquire a certain die and a certain piece of gear, it should just be saved on our account. It's so fucking annoying that you have to have the gear in addition to the die. Like why? What is the purpose? Like why? Okay, it's not hard to get. It's not hard to do. It's just obnoxious for no reason. They sell dies. Okay, that's fine. Then they can just lock out the ones that they sell. But there's no reason why I should have to carry around wine red. If they want to lock out certain dies and make it to where you have to buy it, that's fine. I don't care about that. I care about having to carry around 4 or 5 different red, They can continue to sell black and white dye on the Mog Station. Dye should be unlocked on a gear piece permanently. I don't think it should be tied to the piece. I think it should be tied to your character. What is this list for? This is a copium list because I'm ass hurt that I didn't get invited to the media tour. So instead, we're going to make a list of things that we want to change, and hopefully someone that is going will see it. This is my copium list. Wait, did Preach get into the media tour? How do I know I wasn't invited? Because I wasn't invited. Okay, so let's move on to battle. We're having too much fun.